Will you let us know if there's aliens?
Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So you're saying you may declassify?
Oh.
You'll take it?
Well, I'll have to think about that one.
The government has been in contact with aliens for decades now. We are only getting to know about them now.
When does the nuclear war start?
And only because their shenanigans are no longer hidden. Today, we're getting a glimpse
Go!
into their true nature. So, let's go.
Caraca, muito maneiro. Como fede essa parada?
In 2011, the Brazilian army hit a jackpot. They caught an alien in the Amazon rainforest. The army imprisoned it in a secret facility. This video shows the officers of the Brazilian army marveling at the strange creature in front of it. Tall, lanky, with big eyes and no mouth. This alien is the stuff of nightmares. The army that tried to say it had good intentions with this one, but hiding it deep in the dark forest of the Amazon was definitely suspicious on their part. The army carried out further raids into the forest too, but looks like the aliens of buddies had caught wind of the situation and escaped.
Como fede essa parada?
The fortune teller.
Does the nuclear war start?
We've had many fortune tellers speak of an imminent nuclear war, so we don't take them seriously. The only difference is that an alien is making the prediction. In this old video leaked in 2019, an alien was interrogated in Area 51. Netizens allege that it was captured in the 1947 Roswell incident. Initially, the alien was hesitant in sharing information, but then it said that a nuclear war will begin in over half a century in the United States. And once we get over the shock of seeing an intact alien, you'd realize a warning from an extraterrestrial does not look good.
The nuclear war's up.
Too curious. And this is why you shouldn't be too curious. A man in Nebraska heard a loud crash from the woods near his house. He went to investigate and found a UFO there. Upon a closer look, he found an alien lurking in the trees too. The man should have turned around and run home by then. But his curiosity got the better of him. He wanted to get a better look, but the alien had vanished. Suddenly, the alien appeared right in front of him. And that is the last that was heard of that man. Neighbors only found his camera there when they went to investigate. There was no sign of the UFO either. Bad experiment. It was a routine day in Area 51 when the doctors bumbled up another alien procedure. They were experimenting on the creature when apparently the alien reacted badly to the procedure. The doctors tried to save the pitiable creature, but to no avail. Who knows how many other aliens have perished on their operating table? While we know that the government is experimenting on these creatures, the real question is, what are they trying to achieve? Who knows if they are trying to clone the aliens and secretly creating an extraterrestrial army? Amazon alien. In 2019, a scientist installed a trail cam in the Amazon rainforest to capture a boa constrictor. What it recorded, though, was beyond his wildest dreams. An alien spotted the camera and began talking to it in its own language. It had a mischievous smile on its face. It is almost as if the alien was saying that, "I see you, buddy." Question is, why are these aliens coming to Earth? And why are they choosing the most remote places to hide in? Their behavior is suspicious and definitely does not mean well for us. Unsung hero.
When the footage was being transferred from videotape to digital disc storage, and that's how he was able to get the footage out.
An anonymous source with the pseudonym Victor dropped a bombshell online 15 years ago, An alien caught by the Department of Naval Intelligence was being interviewed at Area 51 in an interrogation room. Victor was able to get a copy of the video when they were transferring it from tape to digital disc. The alien in the video is of the gray type and is known to be sensitive to light. But now, one thing is certain. Area 51 is housing these aliens, interrogating them, and experimenting on them for God knows what reason. And we're all just sitting on our hands. The Godfather. If a car meant for a general officer arrives at an army base and an alien steps out of it, it definitely means aliens, and the government have been in contact for much longer than we'd like to think. The same thing happened in 1959, when this scary-looking alien arrived for a meeting. But I can't get my head around why an alien would arrive at an army base with full protocols. Is the military planning something sinister with these aliens? You could say I am wrong, but then, why is the military keeping this a secret? They never hide things when a representative from another country comes to visit. Something is definitely fishy here. Watch your step. In 2017, little did they know that their trip would be cut short very soon. It was almost evening when the lead hiker just froze on the spot. He had caught sight of something on the forest floor, and in that moment, forgot how to walk. The other curious hikers went ahead and spotted it too. It was a gray alien that was just waking up from its slumber. The intelligent hikers backtracked their way from the alien as silently as they could, and then dashed their way back to safety. Fortunately, they made it in one piece, and we got to see this too. Final rites. Looks like some aliens have a difficult time adapting to our atmosphere. In February 2023, a leaked video showed an alien on a doctor's table. The alien faced difficulty in breathing. It had sensors on its chest. In its final moments, it extended its hand, and the kind doctor took it too. However, the alien could not make it. Judging by the quality of the video, this alien was captured in a UFO crash in the 60s. At that time, the government was vehemently denying the existence of UFOs or aliens in its control. But the truth has finally come out. Medical checkup. An old video surfaced in 2019. It was leaked by an ex-worker of Area 51. Doctors in a lab were checking up on an alien. Apparently, it was found at a UFO crash site, but the government never shared this information through official channels, nor did they ever admit to capturing a live alien. And yet, here they are, treating an alien in a secret facility as if they mean to help the aliens. But what if their intentions are more than just treating the alien? Call me paranoid, but it could be possible to make a biological weapon based on alien DNA. Welp, I genuinely don't know what we'll do if that's the case. Aerobatic maneuvers. And then the government says they don't know anything about UFOs. Just a year ago, citizens of San Diego saw an astonishing spectacle in the sky. An F-35 jet was chasing a UFO. It seemed as if the UFO was a bit too advanced for the jet, since it could clearly not keep up. A second video by another citizen shows the same. But as usual, there was nothing on mainstream media about it. This is clear proof that either the military has successfully engineered UFOs and is now even testing them alongside its conventional jets, or there's something far more suspicious going on up there. Risky flight. When curiosity crosses the line, things go out of hand. That's exactly what happened when a man sent his drone on a risky flight over the infamous Area 51. As the drone ventured further, it captured something shocking. A massive, dark, orb-shaped UFO hovering below. The mysterious object appeared to patrol the area, casting an enormous shadow. The video left viewers divided. Some called it undeniable proof, while others labeled it a hoax. But here's the eerie part. The man who uploaded the footage disappeared not long after. Now all that remains is this haunting clip. Snoozing alien. It seems the government has not only caught UFOs, but their pilots as well. In this leaked video from Area 51, an alien was taking a nap. It is alleged that Area 51 is experimenting on these aliens. It would be fascinating to find out the difference that they have from human bodies. But for what? The government's intentions are shrouded in mystery. They have reverse-engineered alien UFOs. Are they now trying to produce aliens in labs after studying them? Let us know what you think, folks. Scare Day. In July 2017, a man decided to drive by Area 51 hoping to catch a glimpse of a UFO. But what he saw was more than he could handle. As he was standing on a sandy route, he saw an alien crossing the track in front of him. Thankfully, this man had the good sense to not stay long. He turned around, got into his Jeep, and drove away, knowing this wasn't his mess to clean. Area 51 people had not yet realized that an alien was missing from its ranch, or else military jeeps would have flooded the area. Alien predator. The world has countless senseless people, like one person who traveled alone into the Amazon rainforest and came across this. It was a spooky-looking alien which could be hardly distinguished from the background. By this point, the hunter could not decide whether to zoom in on the creature or run away. However, it was too late, and the alien got to him in an instant. Nothing more was heard about the hunter, and only his camera was found to tell the tale. Sightseeing. While we've got no clue what some alien planets look like, we can guess, especially after what you'll see here. Because judging by this alien's actions, it seems like aliens aren't used to sticks and stones. After a few steps, it stumbled upon a stone and hurt its toe. Looks like aliens don't need to look on the ground while walking on their planet. It is no wonder they find our planet extremely strangely attractive. This does not mean well for us, because if the aliens like our planet this much, then they're probably going to invade us soon, and we'll be toast. Interdimensional crafts.
No, it just disappeared. We're here with you. They're disappearing.
In 2019, tourists in Los Angeles, California encountered a dazzling sight over a desert. What they thought were fireworks turned out to be something different entirely. There were 4 orbs of light hovering at a distance, and then one by one, they began disappearing. It looked as if they were vanishing into another dimension. Netizens went crazy over the identity of these mysterious crafts, but one user recognized them as aerial plasmatic phenomena. These are orbs of plasma that have been sighted quite a few times now around the world, but only these 4 have been known to travel interdimensionally.
They're disappearing. They're here. They're here. They heard us up on the mountain.
Mystery deepens. Now this is how a sighting becomes a mystery and leads to more questions than answers. 3 years ago, tourists to the pyramids of Giza saw a triangular object hovering over one of them. Initially, they thought it could be a drone, but one that big? That's obviously a UFO, which is why the theory that aliens were the one to build pyramids has been fueling again. But what was this UFO up to? No idea. The mystery deepens, leaving us gasping for answers. And even though thousands of people saw this UFO, there was nothing in the mainstream media about it. Looks like the government hushed it up as they want to keep the existence of UFOs a secret. Precious cargo.
What the fuck is that? It's a UFO or something.
Residents in Cowley County, Kansas still talk about a mystery craft that was towed down US 77 on December 19th, 2021. To add to the riddle was the fact that there were at least half a dozen security vehicles escorting it. And here is the mind-boggling part. The trucking company transporting the UFO does not exist in the records, but we know who is behind transporting these mysterious crafts all around the country. The government tries to keep it a secret. Precious cargo trailing on the roads without it expecting questions. And when you ask them, they just say it is an unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV.
Trip me out, really. UFO.
Alien Drive. If you thought UFOs only fly in the sky, think again. They drift on our roads too. A driver on a California highway caught sight of a UFO on wheels. The alien driver was also visible through the dome. Maybe it was going to the repair shop to get its flying gear back. Finally, it was revealed that it was just a prank pulled off by a couple of alien enthusiasts, but they wanted to give a message. Jokes aside, aliens really are among us. And if you can spot a fake UFO, you can also spot a real one. Keep your eyes on the skies. Who knows, you might become a believer too. Secret base. In an unusual incident, a Californian citizen caught sight of a United States UFO landing at a military base. The base was hidden inside a town. No one would even suspect that UFOs are flying on and off the base at night, but it looks like there was some problem. And this UFO had to return to base in broad daylight. It was keeping a low altitude in an attempt to stay hidden, but it failed, and the citizens were able to spot it landing. No UFO sightings have been reported in that area after this video was posted online. Looks like the military just moved after realizing their base was compromised. Utah mystery. A canyoneer in Utah canyons wasn't expecting any visitors on his trip, at least not from another planet. He sighted a UFO hovering above a canyon, but that wasn't all. After a few moments, an alien appeared from the UFO and stood on the canyon. It took in the view around it, and then teleported back into the UFO, which just rocketed into the sky at light speed. The canyoneer was scared throughout the recording, and he had reasons to be, especially if creatures with mysterious abilities were popping up in his favorite hiking spot. UAV. 5 years ago, residents of a village on the outskirts of Nogales, Mexico heard jets flying in the sky. When the residents reached the source, they found a U.S. Air Force Reaper that was brought down by an unknown UFO. The Reaper was so damaged it could not fly again. All its circuits were fried beyond repair, and its frame was broken badly too. There is no defense against alien weaponry in the sky, but the scariest part is that there wasn't any sign of the craft that took down the Reaper, or the Reaper's pilot. Where did they go? Last ride. On February 23, 2023, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, brought down an alien UFO above Yukon, Canada. The official reports claimed that nothing significant was found in the debris, and even denied it being a UFO. But this leaked video proves otherwise. An alien carcass was indeed retrieved from the crash site. Its last scream was still plastered on its face. Looks like it didn't expect human technology to be capable of bringing down its craft. Little did it know this ride to Earth will be its last ride. Black Knight. In 1954, UFO researcher Donald Keyhoe told newspapers that the United States Air Force had reported that 2 satellites orbiting Earth had been detected. At that time, no country had the technology to launch a satellite. So where did this satellite even come from? In 1960, the authorities claimed that it was just debris from a Soviet satellite. But hold on a minute. If no country in the world had the capability to send satellites into orbit, how did the debris even reach there? This satellite of unknown origin is actually the Black Knight satellite that has been orbiting the Earth for 13,000 years now, believed to be of alien origin, but the government just keeps denying its existence.
Oh boy, it is really something really fantastic.
Failed test. Oh boy. Looks like a test went horribly wrong. In June 2024, a UFO was sighted over the Nevada desert, crashing into the ground with a ball of fire. It wasn't an alien craft, as alien UFOs do not combust on impact. It was an experimental craft by Area 51, and they were probably checking its capabilities. But looks like they will need to make modifications in the new model, as this one just could not make it. Luckily, it doesn't look like there was someone inside the UFO, probably steering it through external controls.
This way.
Recce party. The number of military aliens coming to Earth is increasing, as is the case in this video captured on a beach in Western Canada. A high zoom camera was used by a tourist to capture these scary scenes. A group of intimidating-looking and tall Martian aliens were exploring the beach. Their spacecraft was also visible in the background, hovering over the ocean. If we are to face such a scary-looking alien force in the unforeseen future, then God have mercy on humanity. Flawless craft. Even if the authorities don't share what they are doing in Area 51, you can't help feeling pride in human engineering when you see their creations by accident. This UFO video, leaked anonymously from Area 51, shows an immaculately reverse-engineered flying saucer. Looks like they took inspiration from racing cars while making this one. They added lights all around the UFO and gave it a polished exterior too. They seem to be well-funded too, if they are able to experiment to this extent on their UFOs. Makes you wonder what else they are going to produce in the coming years. Soldier alien. A security camera in a Brazilian suburb caught a spooky sight. An alien dressed in a seemingly combat dress was waving at the camera. This is yet another proof that aliens intend to invade our planet. They have sent their military UFOs to explore Earth for bases. Their aliens have been observing us. And now they have become bold to the point that they wave at our cameras. The alien invasion is not far, and we are horribly unprepared for it. Beam 'em up. If a UFO throws down a beam of light, you better not be in its range. Luckily, a tourist in the Appalachian Mountains wasn't when he was hiking there in 2021. The UFO opened its hatch. A beam of light emitted out of it, and then something flew up in the beam. It was probably another alien in the trees, or some poor, unsuspecting hiker. In our world, these beams exist only in Star Trek movies. But it looks like these advanced aliens acquired this technology a long time ago. Secret meeting. In 1945, the British military intelligence MI6 held a meeting with aliens. That too, in Stonehenge. The aliens arrived in multiple crafts. One of them landed, and the others kept flying in circles above. What is MI6 hiding? Did they acquire some alien weapons from the visitors? Or was it aliens who had come to ask for assistance? The details of this meeting will always be shrouded in mystery. But one thing is certain. The governments of the world have made contact with aliens, and are just not ready to share the details with the public. Secret testing. In August 1998, leaked video from a secret facility made an astounding revelation. A huge and tall UFO was being carried out from its hangar and onto a runway for testing. It was escorted by scientists and workers. This is clear proof that the government has reverse-engineered alien UFOs and has been testing them for decades now. Video of another UFO testing was leaked in 2024, where 2 workers were inspecting it, or were probably guiding the pilot to park it carefully. Both these events prove one thing beyond doubt. The government is secretly testing alien tech, and things have progressed far beyond our imagination. Brazilian crash. About a year ago, an unknown group of people transported a UFO to an undisclosed location. The spacecraft had crashed somewhere near a construction site in Brazil. That is why a special vehicle was arranged for the UFO. It was like a saucer and had circular glass windows, just like we have on our airplanes. The crew extracting the UFO seemed frantic and wanted to get out of the location quickly, which suggests something foul. Also, which government facility did this UFO end up in though? As usual, the authorities didn't think we deserved an answer. Mexican saucer. They are among us, and they are not even hiding. In 2019, a Mexican citizen caught sight of a UFO in flight. It was hovering over a river, and then whoosh, flew into the sky at light speed. But before it did, it looks like the UFO faced problems while taking off. It lurched around as if its controls were malfunctioning. It also seemed in a hurry to escape Earth. Whatever problem it faced here, it is good to know alien crafts aren't invincible, and we can take them down if and when the time comes. Scout aliens. This video was uploaded only 3 years ago, but seems to be from a time when color cameras were not available yet. An alien UFO was hovering just above the ground, and 2 aliens had stepped out to get a view of the land. Looks like these were the first of the alien scouts to our planet, and get recorded. And by the number of alien visits happening in recent times, it looks like they liked it here. So, if you wanted to know why we keep getting alien visits still, it was these 2 eerie-looking aliens. Russian UFO crash. Ever wondered how the Soviet Union held on for as long as it did? Some say aliens. It sounds incredibly silly until you take a look at this. A leaked video of Soviet forces, all huddled around a massive crashed titanium object. Now, although we've got this footage, back then, this was hushed up. Some say it might be because the forces were collaborating with aliens and wanted it to stay a secret. Others believe they might have been reverse engineering the crafts themselves. Whatever the case, it's certainly suspicious if it was wrapped up for this long. Alien satellite. An astronomer just wanted to observe the craters on the moon, but what he saw in his telescope sent him on a month-long hunt for the truth. At first, he thought that the dark object that crossed his scope was just a weather or communication satellite, but when he tracked their routes, he found that no satellite whatsoever was supposed to be on that track at that time of the night. The only conclusion was that it was an alien UFO, given how fast it was traveling across the sky. Mooncraft. A powerful telescope was directed towards the moon to observe the craters on it. But who could have even imagined this? A doorway into a loading bay opened on the moon, and a spacecraft entered it. Now you know why the government isn't too keen on going back to the moon, because there is more on it than just rocks. And the government has been hiding the existence of these crafts and its possible alien drivers since who knows when. Puzzling orbs. A citizen in California saw an amazing spectacle in the Colorado desert. It was an orb of light floating near the horizon. But wait just a minute. When he moved the camera to the left, it was a whole bunch of orbs floating in the sky. But before you even think these were drones, how many times have you ever seen a single bright drone in the sky? These were actually astroplasmatic phenomena. These have been observed quite a few times around the world now. It is impossible for human beings to create such tech with existing facilities, which means they were sent to Earth by alien forces on an unknown mission. Escape velocity. A driver in Rachel, Nevada caught a baffling sight in 2021. An alien was hanging from the underside of the car in front of him. The alien had probably come out to see if he could move up to the car. When uploaded online, the video generated a lot of theories. The best one was that the alien had escaped Area 51 and was now trying to get as far away from it as possible. Scenes like these make me confused. Should we take the side of the alien and pray that it is successful in its escape? Or should we call the government to report an escaped alien? Please let me know in the comments what you will do. Moon UFO. The LRO is NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. It has been orbiting the moon for 15 years now. On March 5th, 2024, it caught a strange object orbiting the moon at an extremely low altitude. Thinking that it was probably another country's satellite, NASA shared the video online. However, the video was taken down once NASA realized something fishy. No other country had an orbiter in that direction at that very moment. To cover up the sighting of the UFO on the moon, NASA released a statement that it was a Korean orbiter called Dunari. But by then, the cat was out of the bag. Hover above. This is not a weather balloon. It is a UFO hovering above our atmosphere. It was sighted by NASA's International Space Station during a live feed. There was no way that the Space Administration could hide this one, but they did cut off the feed in between. And since then, NASA has stopped broadcasting live feeds. You can now watch their recorded streams on their official channel. The UFO did not look like it was made by humans, as it seemed to master flight control beyond what we've managed so far. This was an alien craft that was orbiting our planet for unknown reasons. Gone with the wind. One resident's peace was disturbed by an unlikeliest visitor. It was a UFO, all right, drifting slowly in the air, but a portal appeared in front of it, and it just vanished into it. It is not the first time a UFO has been sighted in a mountain range. It seems aliens are exploring mountain ranges on Earth for their military bases. Smart choice too, considering few people live in mountains, and there will be slim chances of being noticed too. Open discussion.
Will you let us know if there's aliens?
But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So you're saying you may declassify?
Oh.
You'll take it?
Well, I'll have to think about that one.
Holy moly. 4 years ago, the then President Donald Trump answered a question about Roswell. He said that Roswell is an interesting place, and he is not sure if he can talk about, but he will look into it and see if the information can be declassified. Now, if anyone had any doubts about Roswell being a UFO crash site, they shouldn't now. And it is also clear now that the government is definitely hiding stuff from the public. Who knows, Trump might reveal the secrets of UFOs soon.